Hi, this is Arthur Robinson Jr. I am the creator of PowerfulInterviews.com. I am the creator of AudioSecretsTrainingEvent.com. I want to welcome each and every one of you to this powerful video. In this video, you're going to experience life-changing information that you will not find anywhere else. I have secured an incredible interview with a great friend of mine, international speaker, best-selling author. His name is Larry Loik. Larry Loik has wrote 2 best-selling books, The Next Big Thing and The Edge. Larry Loik has vast experience in real estate investing and cutting-edge internet marketing and much, much more. So in this interview, you're going to hear exclusively how you can take your book and turn it into a phenomenal business card, and how you can use that book to do radio interviews and the best media platform, which is TV. Larry Loik also breaks down layman's terms how you can get sponsors to sponsor your live events or live seminars. Larry Loik also breaks down layman's terms how you can use offline marketing and online marketing to expand your brand and much, much more. So remember, this is not bullshit information. The correct information will change your situation. Like Abraham Lincoln says, you cannot help the poor by being one of them. So right about now, go get your pen and your pad, sit back and relax, and write down some notes. In this interview that I'm going to reveal to you with my great friend, international speaker, Larry Loik, this interview is going to change your life. So check it out. Today, I have a wonderful person on the call, and he's a great friend of mine. His name is Larry Loik. And for those that don't know Larry, let me explain to each and every one of you about this incredible, powerful man. Larry Loik resides in Las Vegas, Nevada. The time with offices in both locations working for entrepreneurs, small business owners, corporations to help their financial bottom line to grow exponentially. He has vast experience around money and finances, real estate investing, marketing, and cutting-edge internet marketing. He produces amazing, informative, and entertaining events in numerous niches spanning business, personal growth, and entertainment and fashion. Larry Loik was business partners with Tony Robbins and was the largest franchisee of Anthony Robbins in the world, and was personally trained by Tony Robbins himself. He has 2 best-selling books that he wrote, The Next Big Thing and The Edge, How to Make Money Online. Larry is a professional speaker and speaks all over the USA, Canada, the Ukraine, Russia, England, Ireland, and other countries. Larry is the creator of the Complete Marketing System, a complete suite of software technology to simplify, automate all your online marketing under one program. And that is an awesome, impressive resume. Without further ado, I'd like to welcome the one, the only, the powerful Larry Loik to the show.
Wow, I feel like to walk into a boxing ring or something like that with that kind of a thank you.
Well, I'd like to thank you, Larry, for taking time out of your busy schedule to educate me and the listeners worldwide about your 2 powerful books, The Edge, How to Make Money Online, and The Next Big Thing. I gladly appreciate it.
My pleasure, actually. You're doing some incredible things out there, so keep it up, and it's wonderful that you're really contributing to the world through entrepreneurs, and we really need that in today's society with the way the economy is going, and that's really the way, is through being an entrepreneur.
Well, Larry, you are a leader, and I really appreciate that. To anyone listening on this call, I highly recommend go and get your pen and your pad right now. My great friend Larry Loik is going to break down layman's terms about how you can make money online by using automated systems, and we're going to jump into his 2 powerful books, The Edge, How to Make Money Online, and The Next Big Thing.
What I'd like to know, Larry, and can you explain to the listeners in layman's terms, who is the powerful Larry Loik? How long you been in your powerful industry, and what is your expertise? And can you break down in layman's terms so the listeners fully understand what inspired you to write your 2 best-selling books, The Edge, How to Make Money Online, and The Next Big Thing?
Sure. Basically, it's climbing the road to success or climbing the mountain to success is an ever ongoing endeavor for any entrepreneur. It's not something that you just conquer overnight. And it's even once you do conquer it, you say, well, is that all there is? And you're continuously going because it's, I guess as Donald Trump says, the thrill of the chase. It's not just hitting your goals, but it's continuously extending them. And so the books are just small snippets of like the next big thing is what are the trends in small businesses, how to make money online, and how to separate yourself from your competitors. How to make the edge is basically how to use the internet for basically what I call 2 things, the ocean and the river. And the ocean is where we make a sale, we do a transaction, and we get paid one time. And it could be a large amount or it could be a small amount, and hopefully it's a larger amount. And then we're on to the next sale. And so there's valleys and there's troughs, and that's what most people do. And if you consider a launch, for example, if somebody launches a product, introduces something, it could be Apple with the iPhone that's coming out or whatever it is, some kind of product. It could be a Harry Potter book, J.K. Rowling does an announcement, or a movie. That would be a launch. And so there's a big influx of money. And then you're thinking and preparing and doing the next thing. And that's what many businesses do. They just go from sale to sale to sale, and they forget about how do I continuously keep that stream of income flowing so I do something once and I continuously get paid. If you think about this, for example, residuals, that's where the best money is. Just where you do something one time, you get paid over and over and over again. So if you think about what the river is where it might be just starting to trickle like a garden hose. And then you continuously add to that stream where eventually it's like a fire hose or eventually a river that's really flowing strongly. And I think that's where my parents called me my name, Lawrence, which is after the St. Lawrence River in Canada. It's very, very powerful. It's a very powerful river. And so they always told me, hey, it's very important that you focus on developing some things that are very powerful that benefit yourself and society as well. And so what you want to do is focus on actions and items and things that will continuously flow a long time after you've done them. That's what it's really, that book is all about too, is how do you do that, whether it's online or offline as well. It's called continuity income.
Wow. You mentioned about residual income, and you got 2 powerful books, The Edge, How to Make Money Online, and The Next Big Thing. So would you say that your book is your business card?
Well, that's a very good point, too. Excellent. And, you know, you keep referring back to the book, and there's a lot more things than just these books that we do. And the books are really a small thing. And the book is exactly, a book opens the door for you of opportunities. A book allows you to get interviews. A book allows you to be on TV or radio just like this. And it also separates you from your competition. And it could be that you're a dry cleaner. It doesn't matter. That you have a book that somebody else doesn't have. That people are going to look at you with more respect the moment you say you're an author. People are like, wow, can I have a copy of the book? Or tell me about the book. Or I speak all over the world and people, well, can I have a copy of your book or this book or that book? And I say, well, great, but that's there's a lot more to it than that. And so when you do a book, and there's so many easy ways to do it right now, whether you're doing a Kindle book, an ebook, whatever, there is something that is out there and is continuously out there, and people will really use that, and they'll actually even maybe pass it around as well. Now, there's obviously a digital book and there's a physical book as well. If you're doing something just an ebook, ebooks aren't considered by many that you're an author. The moment that you make a real-world, tangible, physical book is something that people say, hey, this guy's real. So I would encourage you to look at ways that you in the future can produce a book, create a book, and there's very, very many easy ways. Amazon has their thing called Create Space, and there's a lot of different ways as well. But don't look to make money on a book. That's not what it's all about. Matter of fact, I have another friend that spent many thousands of dollars getting the book and creating the book and spending a lot of money on the marketing of the book. And he won't recoup that for many years to come, or a few years to come. But he knows that with time, it does establish above everybody else too. Well, what the real thing is most important is focus on what you love to do. What you're not good at, we all have God-given talents, God-given gifts that we have. For me, it's speaking and a number of different things. And give those tasks to others that are good at it. And we are our own worst enemies, Arthur, as entrepreneurs. We tend to think that only we can do it. No, we can only do it the best. And the reality is that there's a lot of people out there that can do it better than us in some of these other tasks. We might have to train them at first or show them our way, how we would like it to be done, but the reality is that frees us up to do other things as well. Here's a really good question to ask yourself, too. Write this down. Is this the highest and best use of my time? And when you're doing something, do you really have to go to the dry cleaners? Do you really have to go to Home Depot that moment? To save, people will drive like 10 miles to save $3. Well, wait a minute. No, you just spent more because your time's worth more and your gasoline and whatever else, particularly in Los Angeles. You need to do that as well. So it's really important that you evaluate what you're doing right now. And what I encourage everybody to do is to start your day or the night before is write down the 5 top things, or at least the 3 top things that you want to accomplish that day. And you know what time blocking is? People talk about time management, but you know what time blocking is?
What is it?
Well, I work with a lot of high-end executives, high-end gurus and entrepreneurs, because I do have years with Tony Robbins and a number of other gurus too that we've mentored together, and we've mentored other people as well. And people talk about time management, where, okay, I want to plan my day. And it basically, to them, that's a task list of appointments and everything else. Time blocking is very, very different. Have you ever been working on something, Arthur, and then you get a phone call, and then you're on the phone for a little while, and you answer the phone, it wasn't what you expected, and the call ends up being longer than what you expected it to be? Has that ever happened to you?
That happens to me all the time.
Exactly. Or somebody gives you an instant message or a text message or whatever it is, and then you attend to that, and then you go back to the task that you're doing, and you're like, where was I now? And you lost your momentum. Does that ever happen to you?
I have experienced that a whole lot as well.
So the key is, with time blocking, is do the same task in that block of time over and over and over. So if this is your moment right now, you might say, okay, pardon me, this is my time block of 15 minutes, 30 minutes. And what they've actually shown is time blocking works best when it's between 28 to 40 minutes long. And you focus on a task. For example, this is a time that I will do all my phone calls. I'll do my phone calls. That doesn't mean I'll take my phone calls. Okay? And this will be another time block. Might be this is the time that I do all my emails. This is a time that it's my time that I've got to create content or record an audio or do an interview. Like now, you're time blocking. You're forced to do the interview. Nothing can interrupt you. Everything's turned off. It's the same thing. When you're on the plane, you don't have any choice, and you're on the plane, and that's it. So focus on time blocking without any interruptions. And that means get off Facebook, turn all those things off, and focus on exactly what you do. The fallacy of multitasking is actually not good. What works better, and we talk about this at our high-end mastermind groups as well. We have a group called the VIPmastermindgroup.com. That's VIPmastermindgroup.com. And we talk about these things. And these high-end experts, that's what they say is their biggest time is accomplishing things or finishing things. The biggest things with many entrepreneurs is that they start something and they don't finish it. I have another friend. What he does, he specifically hires somebody, and their title is a finisher. He says, whatever I start and I hand off to you, your role is to finish that task, because I'm moving on to the next one. Because as most entrepreneurs like myself, we have maybe some different levels of ADD, and we get excited about a new project, and it bores us after a while on all the logistics of it, and we want to just get it done. And so we should hand that off, actually, that's somebody that can get it done for us. So I strongly recommend that you get assistance, you get help. And many people are starting off or don't have a lot of funds and say, well, I can't afford that. Well, I say you cannot afford not to do it as well. That's very, very critical. The next thing, you're an expert on that, and that is you surround yourself with a lot of wonderful people, a lot of powerful people, and you learn from them, and you never stop, and that's great. I'm the same way. I'm not only, I hate the term guru or expert, but I'm also a student, so I'm constantly feeding my mind, constantly feeding my body on what's good for me, putting good things into our minds, because, I mean, let's be honest, the human mind is the ultimate computer. And as they say, garbage in, garbage out. So you've got to constantly be feeding it really good stuff. With all the media out there and all the terrible things that they just thrive on, we tend to be addicted to those things. And I have a friend, another friend, that he's what I call a news junkie. You ever seen those?
Yes. I see them all the time.
He's on the treadmill. He's listening to the TV that's in front of him on the treadmill, like on Fox News or whatever he's watching. He's reading Time magazine, and then he's got another news feed on his phone of all kinds of updates on stocks and everything else too. And I said, what are you doing? And I said, stop. You know, it's like Tim Ferriss says, in the 4-hour work week, he says, get off that. Turn all that stuff off. And that doesn't mean just TV, which powerful people do that. They don't have, I don't have time to watch TV. I don't. My TV's not even set up. I relocated to Las Vegas, and I don't even have time. If I have it on, it's on the background with a music channel, or if it's music going on, or maybe I get some news feeds once in a while. But the same thing with him. I said, turn it off. I says, what difference will it make in your life to find out what's going on in the news? How does that? He said, well, you have to be informed. I said, why? I said, really? What is it really doing to you? Getting you upset and everything? I said, okay, if you're going to do something, become a politician or whatever. But affect your life. Focus on that you do. Then I have another friend. She buys every course in the world, and guess what she does with those courses? Nothing.
Wow.
You see that a lot of people that attend seminars, 5 to 10% only will take action on it or follow through on the whole thing. And the key is really, really staying with something and focusing on it and blocking out everything else and asking you, is this helping me with my goal where I want to go? If you really, really do that, it's not difficult. The problem is that we focus and waste our time on things that are not important as well. So it's really important to leverage your time. When you do something one time, you get paid over and over, and laser focus on it as well. Also, one great way of leverage is delivering your message to many rather than one at the same time. And you're a speaker. You're speaking right now. Excuse me. You're leveraging your message to many versus one-on-one. And if you are leveraging your message one-on-one, make sure that you get very, very, very highly paid for it as well, as a high-paid consultant. Make sure that people pay for your time. And that's where self-esteem comes in, and you value your time. So as a speaker, you want to make sure that you get on stages, and when I say a stage, it doesn't necessarily mean a live event. It could be a webinar. It could be a radio interview like this. It could be a TV interview. That it's in front of the people that need to hear your message, that want to hear your message as well. So leverage your time by being a powerful speaker, by learning speaking skills, by learning how to communicate effectively and persuasively. There's an educator, there's an entertainer, and there's a persuader. A persuader is basically somebody that can educate and entertain at the same time. And that's what you really want to do. Tony used to call it edutainment. So have fun. Make sure that people have fun as you're educating them at the same time as well.